times its base times its height. And all of a sudden we have a lot of B and H's involved in this problem. Again, we're talking about just the triangle at this particular moment in time, not the whole prism. So, if we're looking at the triangle, the base, that's going to be this side here. Well, if you look in the illustration, base is 10. If we're looking for the height of the triangle, that's this here. As you can see in the illustration, that's 12. So this is 1/2 times 10 times 12, or 5 times 12. 5 times 12 is going to give me 60. All right. Next thing we have to find is the perimeter of that base. Again, the perimeter is when you add up the three sides going around it. Now the bottom, we already talked about the bottom. We know the bottom measures 10 centimeters. Then we've got the sides. The sides here are 13 each. So you got two 13s and a 10. So 13 plus 13 plus 10, which is 36. Right. And finally, the height. Now again, when we're talking about the height here, I'm talking about the height of the whole prism. Well, if this is the base, make it the base. So the height of the whole prism is going to be this distance. So the height of the prism is going to be this 15 number. So 2b plus pH, so it's 2 times 60 plus 36 times 15. That's the same as 120 plus, let's say 360, 540. And 540 and 120 make 660, as in 660 centimeters squared. Alright, example 3 is back to just a plain old rectangle, which you're probably pretty happy about. Right. It's laying down this way. Now remember, the rectangular pieces have to be the sides. So the base is actually going to be on the end right at this particular moment. Bottom number is 12, side number is 5, top down number is 3. Alright. So let's start with the area of the base. Again, the base is the end cap. So that's going to be a 5 by 3 piece. 5 times 3 is 15. Alright. Then I got to find the perimeter of that same piece. Okay. So you got 2 3s and 2 5s. So in total we go for 16. Again, adding up to find the perimeter. Alright, now the last thing would be the height. Now again, we've talked about this piece is the base. Well, that's the base, and let's make it the base. Right? If I do that, that means the height is this distance. Right? So the height is the piece that's actually this way. So the height is 12 feet. Okay, so 2b plus pH, so that's 2 times 15 plus 16 times 12. Well, 2 times 15 is 30. 16 and 12 is 192. We add those up for 222 feet squared. Alright, done with prisms. Alright, now we just got cylinders. Now as I said, cylinders are the easier of the two, believe it or not. Because even though the formula looks longer, there's only two things. There's the radius and the height. And there's nothing they can do, there's nothing you have to solve to find those, they're going to be given to you. So it's not like the prism where I had to find B and then I had to find P before I could plug it into the formula. Here, you just plug it into the formula, and most of you will be using a calculator, calculate it out, and you're done. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do in these examples then, first thing I'm going to do is write the formula out every single time. Formula is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay, so if we take a look at the cylinder in example 4, the radius is, of course, the 4 centimeter number. The height is going to be the 10 centimeter number. That's all we need. So it starts with 2. Pi is 3.14. R squared, that's going to be 4 squared. Okay. Second part after the addition sign, 2 is 2. Pi is 3.14. Radius is 4. And h is 10. Right, and again, this is just a calculator thing here. So on the left side there, you're going to do 2 times 3.14 times 4 squared, or 16. On the right side, you're going to do 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 10. And let me check this because I screwed this up. 2 times 3.14 times 4 times 10. Yeah. All right. So this left side is 100.48. The right side is 251.2. And we add those two up, and we get 351.68 centimeters squared. Again, that one, it's pretty much plug the numbers in and go for the calculator, which I know most of you don't have a problem. All right, let's finish this example 5, last cylinder. As you can see in example 5, the cylinder is laying on its side. So instead of standing up like this, it's laying down like this. Okay. All right, so let's go into the formula here. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. 2 is 2. Pi is 3.14. R squared is going to be 8 squared. In other words, 64. On the right side here, 2 is 2. Pi is 3.14. R is 8. And the height, well, again, it's laying down, so if you have to think of it like this standing up, the height is going to be this piece here. So the 20 number. So we're going to multiply that out. 2 times 3.14 times 8 squared, or 64, is 401.92. 2 times 3.14 times 8 times 20 is 1004.8. Again, all calculator on these. And you add these up, and you get 1406.7, 1405, no, 1406.72 centimeters squared. Again, still an area, so that's why it's units squared on everything.